Hi guys, today we are going to talk about Thanksgiving prep. This is probably the latest I have ever started prepping for Thanksgiving. It is the week before Thanksgiving. It's actually the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. So I just got back from the store, so I apologize, my hair's a little crazy. It's those, I still have those postpartum hair growth going in. She's 2, it's still happening. But anyways, I feel like it's just never going to end at this point. But I just got back from the store from getting a lot of the stuff we needed. The turkeys were on sale. Today was the last day of the sale. We were gone last week, so I feel like 2020's just been throwing me for a loop, and holidays are creeping up, and it's just kind of crazy. So kind of wanted to go through like how I prep for the day and take you through. So we'll be taking you through for the next week, because obviously I'll do some prep next week and show you what we got going on. But first, I'm going to show you our list and what I picked up today. Okay, sorry about that. I had to stop because I have somebody who's a little 2-year-old who's wanting to use the potty and needed to go. So anyways, so first, my one thing I start every year is I'll start making my list. Not only will I make a list of what we're having, but who's coming. This year, obviously, everything's thrown for a loop. It's actually just us. Nobody else is coming. I know you can have up to 3 households or something like that. Everyone just doing their own thing this year. So it is just us, which is nice. But we do like Thanksgiving dinner, and we do this thing called, it's like a leftover casserole the next day, which I think I'm going to show you guys how to do that too at the end of the video, obviously after everything's made. But we like layer everything and make a casserole, so we'll have that like throughout the weekend, which is nice. But first I sit down, like I said, figure out what we're going to have, what I need to make. So this year I'm keeping it really simple. We got the turkey, we're doing yams, gravy, cranberry sauce, green bean casserole, stuffing, carrots, mashed potatoes, the norm. And then for dessert, we're going to do pumpkin pie and a ricotta pie, per request of the gentleman in my house. And then I'm going to get some ice cream for on top of the pies, but also for, I was watching for the baby too, but also for the kids, because they aren't huge fans of the pie. They do like it, but they prefer just the ice cream. So I'm going to flip you around, show you everything I picked up today, how I'm keeping it kind of simple this year, and yeah. All right, so I've got my big old turkey in here. Another thing about your turkey, make sure you either write down in your calendar, put a reminder in your phone to take your turkey out of the freezer when you need to. I have got an almost 20-pound turkey, so I got to take this out Friday. But look at that savings. Look at how much. That is a little over a 19.5-pound turkey, and I got it for $5.70. I mean, you really couldn't go wrong. 29 cents a pound. That's like the best around. Last day of the sale was today, so I had to go. When I went I went a couple days ago, they were sold out. I've got a couple of my pie crusts in there. I am not big on doing my own pie crusts, so I've got those in there. All right, so in my big pantry, I have got all of my Thanksgiving stuff prepped and ready here. So what I've got is I've got a couple of my graham cracker crusts. These are for the ricotta pie, but obviously they don't need to be refrigerated or in the freezer. And then I've got my yams back there. I found this big can of green beans, so I picked up that. The evaporated milk for the pumpkin pie, the cream and mushroom soup for the green beans, and then obviously the French onions. We've got our cranberry sauce, and then I've got my stuffing back there, which I don't know if 2 is going to be enough. I thought I got 4. All right, I'm going to have to figure out what those are. Or maybe I only did 2. Well, I wanted 4, so I'm going to have to pick up a couple more. I'm going to double check that. But I've got everything just here waiting out of the way, so it's not, you know, in the pantry, like my pantry in the kitchen, where it would be like in the way. So I've got it out of the way, but I at least have it here, and I'm crossing it off my list as I have it, as I get it, or like I'm making a check, and then like the day I prep it, I'll obviously cross it off. So I'll show you the day before prep when we get there. All right, good morning. It is Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and I'm starting to get some prep on. So I figured I'm actually going to make my pumpkin pies today. I've just pulled everything out. So I'm going to bake my pies, because then I'll just heat them later. I'm going to start with my pumpkin. I can't do the ricotta yet because I do not have the amaretto. My nephew is actually going to run out and pick that up today. We realized yesterday that, oops, we need that. So he's going to actually run out and get that for me today. Only because if I can't take all the kids to the liquor store, and you have to go into the store. So he's going to run and do that for me. He's good like that. So I'm going to do my pumpkin pies. I don't remember if it's going to make 1 or 2, so it doesn't matter. I'll figure it out. And then I'm going to prep my carrots. So I'm going to, you know, I'm going to cut them, you know, peel them and get them in a container so that they're ready, that I can just cook them that day. And I also am going to make my Chex Muddy Buddies for the kids. We're gonna have those for them along with ice cream because they're not huge on the pies. I mean, we'll eat them. The boys like pumpkin pie a little bit, but I figured I wanted a couple desserts for them. So that's what we've got started. When I get going, it's early, but you know what? Sometimes that's when I do my best stuff. All right, so here we're going so far. So this was the whole 2-pound bag I had. And then I remembered I had some in my fridge. They're a little sad looking, but I'm going to cut off the bad parts and I'll use the rest of it. Sorry, frog in my throat. The reason I'm cutting up so much, this is not all for Thanksgiving. I will boil some for Thanksgiving and cook it up. But I'm also going to take the carcass and make broth the next day. And I'm actually going to make a soup with it. So I'll use all this up. So I've got that, and then my pies are in. It ended up making two, steam. So those are cooking right now, so that's great. But I'm gonna finish these. I remember these were in the fridge, and I'm like, oh, really gotta use those bad boys up. All right, so I've got the Buddy Buddies made. I didn't film any of it because I just kind of was on a roll. And shockingly, it actually fit in this cookie jar that we have. We like to keep it on the counter. I had leftover meringues in there, but one batch of the Muddy Buddies actually makes it. And this is like that Chex. You use Chex, and then you use like the Chex Mix cereal, and then chocolate, peanut butter, and butter, and you melt it, and then you put vanilla in it. You mix it all together, and then you put it in a bag, and you put powdered sugar in. And it's super easy, and it's so yummy. So that'd be good. We can have that all week. Pies are still going. They've got like, I think 20 minutes left. So I'll wait for that. I'm going to clean this up, and then I think we're going to be done for the day. If I make the ricotta pies later, I'll film it. I don't know if I'm going to do that today or do it tomorrow, but at least I feel like I've got some things done, which is great. Hi guys, it is Wednesday morning. It's very early. It is 6 o'clock. Yeah, it's early, so it is dark. I'm still in my pajamas because why? I'm just going to get dirty and want to take a shower when this is all over. So today it's a stretch to get the rest of the prepping done, and I think at the beginning of this video, I remember saying that I was going to film how I do the leftover casserole. I think I'm going to film that in a separate video because I want to get this video up today. And I think it's pretty long at this point once I'm going to be done with the rest of the prep today. So I'm going to do the leftover casserole. I think I just heard Mia. I'm going to do the leftover casserole and the turkey soup in a separate video that I want to get up on Saturday. But I want this video up today. So today, here's what we're going to finish. I want to get the green bean casserole done, my ricotta pies, and potatoes. I want to cut and peel and cut my potatoes so they're ready to boil tomorrow. That's all I really need to get done today, which is great. And then I just got something I need to do, which it was funny last night and I were talking about. I'm like, this year for Thanksgiving, even though like we're doing all the cooking and it's, you know, here, I don't feel that stress of the house has to be perfect. We all have to look perfect. I'm like, we can stay in our pajamas all day. Like, it's so nice. Like, we can be comfortable. Like, I don't have to do the constantly cleaning up after the kids because company's coming over. And I'm actually kind of looking forward to tomorrow to just kind of relax and enjoy our day. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna go get Mia since I heard her, and then I'm gonna start prepping and I'll show you guys what we're doing. All right, so we've got our green bean casserole started. This is like just the easiest to put together. So they had these at Food Lion, they had these big cans of green beans. So it's equivalent of the 2 of the smaller cans, which was great. So I've got those in there. I got my mushroom soup and my milk. I'm trying to mix it up. The Worcestershire sauce I'm throwing, and then the French onions. So I've got this going. I got my potatoes. I washed them already, so I just got to peel them and cut. My pie stuffs are ready to go. My recipes. And then it was funny. I was writing on my to-do list, and I was looking at what I had written down last night before bed, and I realized last night I went into the bathroom and the boys had accidentally squirted conditioner onto the bath mat. So I was like, all right, I gotta wash that. I'm like, oh, I'll wash all the towels. And then this morning I'm looking at my list going, I washed all the towels the other day. So I don't, it's gonna be one of those days. But and Mia woke up early, so the only good thing is, yes, honey pie. You dropped it?
Yeah.
Pick it up. So the only good thing is she'll sleep. She'll take a nap, which is great because I'll be able. I need to help glue some gifts together, so that'd be great. But all right, so we've got the green bean casserole. What, honey? You want to do the green bean casserole?
No.
You want more marshmallows? She saw the marshmallows when I went into the cabinet. All right, I will get you a couple more, okay? Where's your bowl? Can you go get your bowl for me?
No.
Oh, no. Great. All right, so let me get this finished. All right, so this is put together. The only thing is I'm not going to put the onions on until tomorrow when I bake it, just because they will get all mushy from sitting in there overnight. So those can go back in the cabinet, put this bad boy in the fridge, and get started on the potatoes. Or actually, I might do the pies, because then I have the pies in the oven baking while I do the potatoes. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll do the pies next. All right, we've got the pies in the oven, so that's good. Because that's going to cook, I think, for like, oh my gosh, like almost an hour? Yeah, 45 to 50 minutes. Yeah. All right, so let's get on to the potatoes. I should probably set an alarm for this. Oh, we're getting there. All right, potatoes are done. So now I am done my prepping for today. Granted, I do have the pies in the oven, but all my prepping's done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's any other tips or tricks you have for prepping ahead of time, because I would love to know them. Put them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And like I said, the next video will be the leftover casserole and the turkey soup. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving.